Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, please remember to like and subscribe. That way you won't miss out on any of the wonderful content that I post. So for today's video, we're going to be doing my makeup routine that I do every morning before starting my day. I know a lot of us don't have much time in the morning, so I really hope that this is very helpful for you, but you are still able to feel very confident throughout the day. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so I've already prepped and primed my face, but I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys the products that I use. I use Cetaphil because it is very gentle on my skin. I use the Cetaphil cleanser and the Cetaphil moisturizer. It is a daily facial moisturizer with sunscreen in it. And after I use this moisturizer, I go to a second moisturizer, which is the Mario Badescu Rose Water. Now, I know a lot of you guys have seen this. It's very popular, but I really like it because it really does lock in all that moisture in my skin. And after I moisturize, I move on to primer. And the primer that I use is the Pore Professional Primer. This is from Benefit Cosmetics. This is one of my favorite primers. I really enjoy it. But you can get it at Ulta and Sephora. So I just use like a pea size amount. I put it on my cheeks, nose, forehead, chin, even my eyelids. Okay, so before you move on, you want your primer to set. So just give it about like a minute. Okay, so once our primer has set, we're gonna move on and we're gonna go to our BB cream. I use BB cream because I don't like using foundation on an everyday basis, just because I feel like my skin gets a little dull and I do tend to break out sometimes. So the BB cream is nice and light for an everyday use, and I use it from Tarte Cosmetics. It is the Amazonian Clay BB Tinted Moisturizer. I really like it because it is oil-free makeup, and Tarte Cosmetics is actually hypoallergenic. So I just use around like this much. Okay, so after applying our BB cream, we're gonna move on to concealer. And the concealer I use is also from Tarte Cosmetics. It's the Shape Tape Concealer. I use the shade Light Sand 205. Now this concealer is very pigmented, so it's something that you need to work very fast with. Okay, so after concealer, we're gonna move on to contouring. And the contour stick that I use is from Fenty Beauty. It is the shade Mocha. I enjoy her contouring sticks very much. I have the whole set, but the contouring stick is the one that I use the most. So I've already applied it. As you can see, I do my nose, my forehead, my cheeks, and my jawline. And I also do underneath my lip. I'm not sure if you can see it, but I do underneath my lip just so my lips can kind of pop out. Okay, so we're gonna move on to setting powder, and the setting powder that I use is Dermablend Professional. You can get this also at Ulta and Sephora, but I apply it underneath my eyes. I apply it on my chin, right here, I don't know, like right underneath my cheekbones, and my forehead. Okay, so while our setting powder is setting, we're gonna go ahead and move on to a brown shade on our eyelids. I don't use eyeshadow, I use bronzer, and the bronzer that I use is from NARS Cosmetics. It is the shade Laguana. This is actually the cheek duo, so this is the bronzer and the blush together, and it looks like this. But I really love this one because like the blush and the bronzer is together, so I don't have to be looking for my blush in my makeup bag. Okay, so your eyeshadow is gonna look very light and smooth. It's just gonna look like your eye is contoured. But I do add a little bit of glitter on my eyelid. I use the glitter from Morphe Cosmetics. This is the palette 9K. I really like Morphe Cosmetics because their eyeshadows are very pigmented, but okay, so the shade that we're gonna be using is It's Me. So it looks like this, and I don't use too much. I just grab it with like my fingertip, like that, and you're gonna just put it right here, like on your eyelid. Okay, so your eyes are gonna look like this, and if you don't like glitter, just go ahead and skip it. I would just say go ahead and just stay with the brown shade. But I do like a little bit more definition in my eyes, so I go ahead and also go to this shade, which is the You're a Natural shade, and it's just the shade like right underneath the glitter. So I just dab a little bit, and I only do the outer corner of my eye. Okay, so we're done with our eyeshadow. So now we're gonna go ahead and brush off the setting powder off of our face. So just grab like a brush that looks similar to this, just a powder brush. The brush that I'll be using is from Morphe. It is the M527 brush. Okay, so we're gonna go back to our NARS palette, and we're gonna be doing the bronzer on our face. The brush that I'll be using is from Morphe. It is the E4 brush. Okay, so after our bronzer, we're gonna go ahead and move on to blush. And the blush that I use is from the same palette. This blush is actually called Orgasm, and it looks like this. And I'm gonna be using my Morphe brush. It's gonna be the M523 brush. Now for my eyebrows, I don't do much. I only use eyebrow gel. And the eyebrow gel that I'll be using is the 3D Brow Tones from Benefit Cosmetics. Okay, so for our lashes, we're going to be using the mascara from Maybelline. It is the Falsies mascara. Alright, so the setting powder that I use is from Urban Decay. It is the All-Nighter setting spray. I don't spray too much, just a little bit, maybe just like 3 sprays. Okay, so I do use highlighter on the everyday basis. I use the High Beam highlighter from Benefit Cosmetics. It is a liquid highlighter. You want to work very fast with this, so I just apply it on my cheekbones, my nose, and my upper eyebrow. Okay, so after our highlighter, we're gonna go ahead and move on to our last step, which is our lips. And the lip liners that I use are from NYX Cosmetics. NYX Cosmetics because they're very affordable and they have so many different colors. But I use lip liner on the everyday. Now, the lip gloss that I use is from Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is the shade Pink Tourmaline. Okay guys, so this is the final look. As you can see, this is a very soft, very natural look. But I will be posting all the products that I use with their links on the comments below. But if you do have any questions, please feel free to ask me. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you.